May I come in?
Yes, please come. अच्छा, बिठा लो. Good afternoon, Manu.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, Manu, please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Manu Garg. I am born and brought up by my single parent, my mother in Jaipur, Rajasthan. I have done my graduation from Hindu College, where I was also fortunate enough to get second rank. Sir, after that, I have done my post graduation from JNU Delhi in international relations. Sir, my interest lies in discussing about geopolitics and listening to audiobooks and comical podcasts.
Very good. So, Manu, before we start, can we have an idea as to how much you can see us? Like, are you able to see the panel?
No, sir, I just have light perception. I know that
How
the room
many
is
of
light.
us are there?
No, sir, I won't be able to.
Oh, God. So, there are 4 of us.
Yes.
Okay. So, I am starting and then I'll hand over to other members. Okay.
Yes.
So, Manu, tell us something about, you have mentioned that you worked on water crisis. What is it? Water crisis in Jaipur.
Yes, sir.
So, when was this water crisis and what kind of, uh, kind of your conclusion was or recommendation was to solve the problem of water crisis in Jaipur?
Sir, in the research that I conducted, I found out that Jaipur is facing water crisis at multiple levels. Firstly, there are the declining water reservoirs and surface water resources. Sir, secondly, there is also a decline in the underground water levels, which has declined to 40% in the water levels. Sir, I also found that there is a water paradox that exists in Jaipur. When there are, on the one side, people who are rich or well-to-do of sections who are wasting water on washing their cars. At the same time, there are people in the rural areas of Jaipur, the Jaipur Gramin area, who are not able to get enough water for quenching their thirst. Sir, my recommendations and as solutions were to have the traditional water techniques restored in Rajasthan. So, for example, the Johad project in Alwar, which is implemented by the government of Rajasthan, has proven out to be a great success.
So, you mean to say it's a water body?
No, sir, the Johad is a traditional water technique.
Oh,
Where,
Johar.
yes.
Okay. So, Johar, where do you want to put these Johars or step wells? You mean to say a step well kind of thing?
Yes, sir, like a kund or like a
So,
tanka.
in every house?
Yes, sir, they can be put in every house like a rainwater harvesting system.
Rainwater harvesting, yeah, very good. So, when was this done?
So this was done during the time of 2016 and 2017.
Okay, tell me, Manu, ever since Rajasthan was formed, uh, now of late the water, crisis which used to be there and Rajasthan was known for its water scarcity. Now many projects have come up,
Yes, sir.
which is feeding water in a large section of the state. Can you recall those major projects which is supplying water, whether for irrigation, whether for drinking?
So there is this Indira Gandhi Canal project.
Okay.
There is also Bisalpur Dam, the 105-kilometer pipeline which provides water to Jaipur. There is Eastern Canal project.
What is Eastern Canal project?
So the Eastern Canal project is to take water from the south of Rajasthan, the Chambal River, and provide it to the southeastern territories of Rajasthan.
When was this started?
So it was started in 2017.
Okay, and there is some another Eastern Rajasthan Canal project, ERCP. What is that?
Sir, it is the same which I mentioned.
Because
I
it
was
wasn't
mentioning that.
started in 17. It has been started now. Prime Minister had come and inaugurated.
So previously it was a state project. However, with
But
the
now more rivers have been added.
yes, sir, and it is declared to be a national.
Which are those new rivers?
Sir, Parvati is added. I am not sure about the rest.
Okay, then you're a political science graduate also.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, what is crony capitalism?
The crony capital is a condition where the government favors the industrialist in a society.
So there are many allegations today about from some side from some sections of political groups about crony capitalism.
Yes.
So do you think that India is suffering from crony capitalism, or it has always been infested with crony capitalism for the last many years?
No, sir. I think that India, being a vibrant democracy, and a pluralist democracy. It takes in opinion from all sections of society. Taking in opinions for policy making from the capitalists, according to me, is not a bad option. However, invariably favoring them is. So I don't think India is suffering from crony capitalism.
India is
Not suffering from crony capitalism.
not suffering from it. All right. One question on international relations. Since you have also mentioned that you have a liking for geopolitical, current Indian geopolitics, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me how the geopolitics has changed with change of regimes and heads of state in many countries in 2024.
Yes, sir.
Just
Sir,
a very brief summary.
yes, sir. So the recent election of President-elect Donald Trump is a big change in the geopolitics, which is impacting and creating rivers all around the world. Also, the change in the prime ministership of Prime Justin Trudeau of Canada is also a step that can have positive results and positive outcomes for India. Sir, at the same time, there are other changes in governments. For example, the Australian government, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has come to power, and he has also strengthened relations with India.
There is some more. Germany, France.
Yes,
You're not aware?
sir. Overall,
Okay, let's concentrate on post-Trump geopolitics in terms of wars, ongoing wars. Only one aspect. Don't give too many details.
yes, sir. So the precedents that we see with the peace agreement between Israel and Hamas gives an optimistic view towards Mr. Trump's presidency. And he has also announced that he would have a meeting with President Putin whenever he takes charge. So the global conflicts are expected to be declining.
Thank you, Manu.
Thank you, sir.
I'm passing on to our another member, okay? Mr. Raj.
Well, Manu, you have done some work on social media's mental health aspect.
Yes, sir.
In social media, many times we see some civil servants, civil officers, they also come out with YouTube for their own promotion, for different type of things. Do you think, Manu, these civil service or government officers, they should be allowed freely to make videos and Instagram reels for their own upliftment or their own popularity or propaganda or their own TRP or something like that? Do you think this is a good idea or bad idea?
Sir, I believe that bureaucrats should work in anonymity, and any steps for fame purposes should not be encouraged.
But Manu, if they work in anonymity, YouTube is a free social, it's a free platform. If a normal person can make a video reel for his own her promotion, why a civil servant cannot make?
Sir, a civil servant is representing the government and the ideas of the government. So, if the views highlighted by a civil servant is considered to be that of the government and it impacts a wider section, as he has authority of the people.
Then it is okay. Okay. Manu, tell me, recently a trend has been seen in the world that the countries are becoming nationalistic, they are becoming nationalistic. So, do you think it's a good trend or tell me how it is going to affect the world? Nationalistic governments, how it will affect economically, socially, how it will affect?
So, the rise in nationalism and the feelings of nation first will lead to deglobalization. The world will more become with closed borders. There would be less trade and more trade sanctions, as announced by also President like Donald Trump. So, it will impact globalization trends.
So, it means you want to say that the nationalism is not a good thing?
Sir, it is a good thing. For example, if it is done in the case of India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, where we are focusing upon our Indian growth, but at the same time, we are also focusing on the global outcomes, then it is a good aspect.
Global outcomes mean what?
Sir, for example, we are emerging as a voice of global south. We are promoting the entry of African Union. We are worried about the conflicts and other situation that is happening in the world. So we are having a global outlook.
Okay.
We are thinking globally, but we are acting locally.
Acting locally. Manu, you are from Rajasthan, the Thar desert in Rajasthan, a lot of greening efforts are going on. Ganga Canal is there, the forest department is doing a lot of things, people are doing greening of the Thar desert.
Yes.
Don't you think if there is a greenery of the Thar desert in Rajasthan, then it will have a harmful effect on the desert ecosystem?
Sir, in the recent times, the deserts, there is a increased trend of desertification. The deserts are whitening, especially due to the mining of Aravali's. But efforts like the Aravali Afforestation and the Green Wall Initiative, I think, are good steps. They are not harming the desert ecosystem, rather they are contributing to it, as even the
No, in the greening there will be big trees,
yes, sir.
big climbers, big shrubs. So that will affect, say, your Great Indian bustard. The movement of Great Indian bustard is in the sand and the small grasses type of patches. It can move very fast. But if there are trees, its movement will be obstructed, and it will get extinct. So the desert ecosystem important species is the Great Indian bustard. So it will go. So don't you think then it will be a harmful thing, greening, or do you have some other idea?
The greening is a good initiative according to me. And for the Great Indian Bustard, we are having the project Great Indian Bustard and other initiatives. For example, the in situ conservation that we are taking place in the Desert National Park. So with these steps, we can protect it, and also the underground electrification of high tension cables in Rajasthan can prove out to be helpful.
Thank you, Manu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Manu, I am taking over
Yes.
from Mr. Raj. So we'll just discuss couple of things. But before that, I want to ask you: there is a movie called Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
So have you heard the audio of this movie?
Yes, sir.
So because it's a landmark movie when it comes to doing something for visually challenged people. So I want to ask you, why did he give up Shrikant? Why did he refuse to take the award? What message was he giving to the society?
Sir, as a successful entrepreneur, I think he gives the message of not being dependent and to be a job giver in the society uh, by becoming an industrialist and an entrepreneur.
One more thing. Have you ever traveled by metro?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what metro has done to facilitate the journey for visually challenged people, and what you will do further in various public amenities and civic bodies for betterment of visually challenged people.
Yes.
What more needs to be done?
So the Delhi Metro app is quite useful and has a quite utility when it comes to scheduling and getting to know the schedule of the train very accessibly. Sir, however, there are certain issues. For example, the tactile plates are not mentioned.
So tell me first about metro, what they have done.
Yes. So the metro is also wheelchair accessible, and there are also the braille notations on the doors by which we can touch and feel which metro is it and where is it going. So, sir, it has made distance of long journey very accessible and suitable for the visually impaired.
So you think Indian Railway is friendly towards not only visually challenged, but let's say other vulnerable sections?
So the Indian Railways has also taken recent steps. For example, the permanent booking of certain coaches and certain berths for persons with disabilities. And it has also announced concessional fees and concessional payments for the booking of tickets. So in this way, Indian Railways is helping a lot in social upliftment.
Manu, you have done some work on water
Yes.
And Doordarshan. So let me talk about water crisis. What is water export? What do you understand by the term water export?
Sir, India is an agricultural exporter. When we are exporting rice, which takes in a lot of water, which is a water guzzling crop, then we are ultimately doing is virtual water export.
So is it desirable to continue with water export, or should government of India have a more balanced policy to check such export which are water guzzlers?
Sir, we should go for crop diversification in exports also. We should go for millets which require very less water to grow up. Because India imports water in the ratio of 8:1 in our exports to imports ratio. So we can work towards it.
So, Manu, talking of exports,
Yes.
I think export is the key to India's vision of developed Bharat, Viksit Bharat,
Yes.
but in a sustained way. So, can you throw more lights on India's capabilities of exporting and trying to achieve this target of Viksit Bharat?
Yes.
How export is essential and what India should do in this field?
Sir, exports are quite essential as firstly they provide the much needed foreign exchange reserves for India. So secondly, they also provide an alternative market for for our industries and giving them incentives to grow. So the Indian government steps like the PLI scheme, the promotion linked incentive scheme, the creation of DESH, that is the SEZs, have proven quite useful when it comes to increasing our export. Sir, also we are export in our defense sector. We are emerging as a defense exporter. For example, our chief guest on Republic Day recently, in the recent time, would be importing the BrahMos missile from us.
Manu, one last question I want to ask you is on you are interested in geopolitics.
Yes.
So, what is this politics of provocation that America is now starting? They are provoking all neighboring countries and throwing their weight around. So, will it sort of achieve anything?
So President-elect Donald Trump has announced to make Canada its 51st state, and he has openly called the former Prime Minister as the Governor of Canada. So that was the provocative tactics. I think it was to have strike better trade deals with Canada in the future. They are supposed to sign a deal in exchange of electricity. So it was just as a technique to build pressure. It was brinkmanship, according to me.
So, is it good to have such kind of politics? Just provoke, throw the ball, and watch it being played?
Sir, I think it would legitimize expansionism in the world. For example, President Putin would take cues, the Chinese counterpart would take cues to expand, and they would get legitimacy of the international community if US as a crusader of human rights is doing such a thing.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good afternoon, Manu. I'm Ajay Chauhan here
Yes. Good
on the
afternoon.
extreme end of this panel. I'll take it forward from where my friend had just left. Trump making all kind of claims. The latest claim happens to be that he said that we would like to have Greenland as a part of USA. What is the present scenario of Greenland, if I had to ask you? Who governs and in terms of the government there in Greenland?
Sir, it is the territory of Denmark currently.
Okay. And what status does it hold?
Sir, I have to read upon the status. However, it is an autonomous territory, if I have to allowed to take a guess.
Correct. Please, yeah, you're right. It's the autonomous state of Denmark. And then?
Sir, President-elect Donald Trump has given a proposal to buy Greenland from Denmark at a cost of $1.4 trillion estimated.
So if we had to elaborate this statement there, what has been the consequence and what has been the remarks of the Swedish Prime Minister? Sorry, Danish Prime Minister?
Sir, they have outrightly refused to part ways with Greenland. They have considered it as a territorial integral part of Denmark. And the French president also announced that if there is any provocations by by USA, then they would take steps to protect the territory.
Okay, good. Now let's talk something about the economics. Of late, you would have heard news that the Indian currency has been very volatile and it has packed down to 86.25 to a dollar. What could you think that could be the reason for this kind of dip, a weakening of the Indian currency?
So firstly, there is the reason of the global polycrisis and the global conflicts. India being an oil importer, our foreign reserves are being spent on oil imports. So it hampers our Indian currency value. So secondly, there is the FedEx reserve hike in USA, which is leading to the hot money and the foreign institutional investors taking out their money from Indian markets and investing in US banks.
Okay, then in that case, what should the regulator, that is RBI, should do to check this kind of dip?
Sir, RBI has made the repo rate constant. It has kept it unchanged. Sir, also it is taking steps to regularize uh, the investments, the foreign direct investments and the foreign investments.
And what is the present position of the foreign exchange reserve with India?
Sir, it is more than $600 billion.
Yeah, 635 to be precise.
Yes.
You come from Rajasthan. Uh, Give me 4 key economic indicators of Rajasthan.
Sir, its GDP is 17.81 lakh crores.
Okay,
Sir, the tourist potential is 108 million annually.
good.
And sir, its per capita income is 2,000 US dollars.
Mm.
And sir, its agriculture dependence is 30% of the GDP.
Okay. I will make a statement, Manu, and you have to react on this. Anything which you get for free, you become a product of it. What do you infer out of this?
Sir, out of this statement, I am referring to the social media websites where we get content for free.
Yes.
But we ourselves are the product where our data is being used for their benefit.
All right, good. My last question coming to you. There has been a lot of debate, and industrial leaders talking on the topic of 90 work hours.
Yes.
Now they say that, look, it's time that now we must have 90 work hours, whereas there are voices which say no, we should stick on to 70 hours of work a week. What's your take on the subject?
Sir, I believe that the quantity of work should not be considered as a parameter for productivity. Rather, the quality should be. If a person is working for 90 hours and if he is not able to focus properly or contribute anything for his own personal well-being, then it should not be promoted. So there is this Parkinson's law in public administration which says that if we expand the number of hours of working, then a person would also expand his work. So there should be an optimal balance of work.
Just a question coming in from your answer. What do you mean by productivity performance? How do you measure productivity?
Sorry, sir, I'm not sure. I will have to read.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Manu, what is this 8th pay commission?
Sir, recently our Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has announced the 8th Pay Commission, and a committee would be established for its enactment from 2026.
So what does the pay commission does?
So the Pay Commission decides the fitment level of increment in government employees' salary.
But government salaries are increased with every 6 months, DAs revised. So is it not at par with the inflation rate? Where is the need to suddenly increase?
Sir, every 10 years there is a pay commission which increases the basic pay of the government employees. So last time it was the 7th Pay Commission in 2016, and recently it.
Why do you think civil services need to remain motivated for the political leadership?
So the political leadership provides with the inputs from the people as they are more close to the grassroots of the democracy. So they can provide what are the demands of the people for which the bureaucrats can make policies and can enact upon it.
Okay. Manu, we have covered quite a few areas from your dev. Anything which you think we may not have covered from your dev? In that case, I can ask you one more question.
Sir, I believe that it has been covered quite comprehensively by the panel.
All right. So thank you, Manu. We are over with the interview.
Thank you, sir.
And you will be assisted to move out into the outside the room for some time, and then somebody will bring you back for the feedback.
Yes. May I come in, sir?
Yeah, please come, Manu. Please sit down. So, Manu, we are now discussing your performance. Okay. So, now tell me, how do you think you have done today?
Sir, I think I could improve on the non-verbal part. I was quite fast, as I was a bit nervous in the initial part of the interview.
Okay. What else?
Sir, apart from it, I think I was able to answer most of the questions.
Yeah. So, Manu, you are an excellent candidate. You're doing extremely well. All right.
Thank you, sir.
And the 2 points that you mentioned about being fast, you are not abnormally fast, but a little less speed will do you good.
Yes.
It will make it in a conversation more like a conversation. That is number 2. Third, your nervousness was not showing. Okay. So you can just be, free from this aspect in your mind. Now, coming back to your good performance, you are good in all quarters. You were good in content, you were good in communications. Your choice of words to express your point was excellent. Your knowledge was till today, or maybe the latest, very current, and it is very, very encouraging. So, the panel is very impressed with you, right? Your reasonings, your logics, your balanced behavior. So, in all, Manu, I have nothing to add from my side, except that I would like to know the problem that you have. This has nothing to do with your interview. Have you tried all kinds of treatments for your eyes, or it is still on? You have a hope.
Sir, it is the problem in the retina, where the image is formed. One of the gene RP65 gene is mutated in my case.
You were okay when you were small.
Sir, I could see perfectly till 8th class.
Till 8th class.
Yes, sir.
8th class.
So after that is degenerating with time.
So did you not care for your eyes at that point in time?
Sir, it's a progressive disease, and in every case it happens like this only. After teenage, it degenerates.
Okay. And what do the doctors say?
So there is no treatment possible, as surgery of retina is impossible because it is located quite in depth of the body. It won't be possible.
And how do you update yourself with the knowledge?
Sir, with the help of technology, with smartphones, there is a feature called TalkBack and screen readers, by which I can touch the screen and it reads out whatever I touch.
How can you text? Braille?
No, sir, I have not learned Braille. I just use a physical keyboard and I type on it.
So you know the physical keyboard, the normal keyboard, or a Braille keyboard?
No, sir, the normal keyboard, QWERTYUIOP.
Oh. So you have learned that before?
Yes.
You learned when your eyes were degenerating?
No, sir, afterwards I learned it.
Afterwards. So you can type without seeing?
Yes, sir.
And the whatever you type, it comes in the form of sound?
Yes, sir. If I press A, it would say A, B, C, D.
Oh, that way. So it sound. Very nice. And what do you know? How did you study till this level when the technology was not there? You did political science from Hindu College in 2022.
Yes, sir.
Even there you use this technology?
Sir, when I was diagnosed with the disease, my mother used to read out the entire notes for me, and entire NCRTs, entire class notes. But after going to college, I understood that there is technology available. and I'm doing it by the use of technology since then.
And how did you write your exams?
Sir, I use the scribe. A person used to sit with me and write whatever I dictated.
Okay. So you said sat separately
Yes, in a separate room.
in a separate room. There are provisions for that.
Yes.
All right. Manu, we are highly impressed, and we must say that your bravery or your resilience and will take you to very far. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Right. Mr. Raj is now going to respond to your performance.
So, Manu, you are excellent candidate. You are very balanced candidate. Your answers are quite well structured, apt, very effective answers. Okay. So, you will do very, very well in your final interview as well. I will advise you to make a thorough read of whatever time is left about Rajasthan, okay, about India with its economy and defense and government schemes like PM Vishwakarma, PM Janman, okay, all type of schemes. Huh? Read about various schemes, NPS, Vatsalya, and this thing, or Postan Abhiyan, all those things. All the schemes, Rajasthan, and India's economy and India's defense. These are important areas for you, and once you do that, you will come up very well. You are a very, very bright candidate, I tell you. Okay, you will do all very good in the interview. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
So, Manu, I am taking over from Mr. Raj. I asked you these questions on Shrikant, water export, and you were on the dot. You were on the dot. I am very happy. Your performance is excellent. Just keep it up. Only one issue I was feeling that this fast speaking,
Yes.
is it part of your normal personality or you were speaking fast today only?
Sir, actually, I listen to YouTube videos on 2x speed, so I've inculcated that speed only. I've become naturally, organically fast.
So it comes naturally to you.
Yes.
Because that was the only thing that maybe speaking very fast you might miss out on 1 or 2 points, but I didn't find it in all the replies that you gave. You covered beautifully. So just see, because maybe the board members will prefer a little slower pace of discussion, but then it all depends. I don't want you to in any way change your natural habit. So do what you think naturally comes to you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
I am last here. Well, I would feel that you ticked on all my boxes perfectly. Be confident. Continue this tempo. You could do very well. Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you.
So, Manu, any questions from you?
Sir, I have been pointed out about the body language. Was it fine today?
So, what else can you do? Body language, I was just wondering, you were absolutely fine. You were able to smile a little.
Yes, sir.
Basically, you see, what is important is when you have a physical, you are in the physical disability category, PWD.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will get that benefit.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So what I am trying to say is that when you have an issue, the panel will not bother so much about body language. Just relax on that front. What can you do? You can't look at someone. You can't. You can only smile when there is something worth smiling.
Yes.
Otherwise, we generally say that when you are hearing the question, you can smile. When the member is asking a question. But smile has to be accompanied with, watching that person also. So in your case, it is all exempted. Don't bother. Except that you can keep your hands in between, on your. बेटा ऐसे नहीं, टाई के पास ऐसे करके I can't, थोड़ा नीचे. हाँ, but हाँ, you can keep one above the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
हाँ.
Perfect.
This looks nice, and you can push yourself back,
Yes.
as much as you can, and be straight. This looks more smarter, and a little bit of smile will give lot of I would say solace to this panel, that you are in good humor also. Despite your problem, you should not earn anyone's sympathy.
Yes.
If you smile, that sympathy thing will also go. Yeah, you are good. You are happy in yourself. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Do that. Okay?
Yes.
So, otherwise, not much to change or your body language part. Few things which I have already told you. What else?
So that was all.
So, you have attended to some more mocks, Manu?
Sir, I have gone through 1 or 2 more.
And this is your first time UPSC interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In first attempt, where did you not qualify?
In the main stage, I attempted the mains, but I couldn't qualify.
How many marks you missed by?
So 20 marks.
20 marks. And how you have done your mains this time?
So this time I have improved significantly from the last time.
So what did you take? What optional?
PSIR.
PSIR, I can see, yes. So you have done better this time.
Yes.
You will be in. But you could not get into even the PWD section?
No, sir. Last time I couldn't.
I can guarantee, Manu, that you will be in. And you will certainly get into a very good service, top service. All the best to you.
Thank you.
We have given you 69%, Manu.
69 means how much? It's
190 के आसपास हो.
190 ना? इसमें है सर?
ये लगा लो ना 250
275.
275 sorry 275
1
into point
This chat GPT doesn't have a
189
180
sound version.
189.
It has, but it is quite not credible right now. The resources are not credible.
The contents are not credible.
Yes, sir.
So that you don't refer to chat GPT.
Only a very few times. Very less.
All right. How much कितना है? 1?
So 189. 189.
So we have given you 189, Manu, which is one of the highest category ones. So with these marks, now you will pull up your marks and you will be in a good service.
Up to
All the
200.
best.
You are going to make it this time, you know.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, you are going to make it. You have done very well this time.
All the best.
All the best.
All the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much.